you just use, we call that reserved white. Reserved white, you just avoid area where you want to have um, uh, like white points. If in somehow happened that you lost your white, one of the way is you just use they called white or body paint, and you go heavy on your watercolor. I never mix white with other colors. If you need lighter colors, what you do is you dilute your paint with lots of water. That is how you get your lighter tones, and from there you can go darker and darker. Now I'm leaving my big brush, and because the work is small, and if I'm doing larger pieces of paper, I will use much more on this brush. Now I will go back a little to the flesh tone, which you makes usually using some nice pink, red, or very pale burnt umber and burnt sienna. See that I'm really just applying like small strokes of the really light layers of the warm color. And what is important that you always arrange with different type of the reds, or see that I already use pink, a little more pink for the lips, a little red for the ear. Always it's important that you use red and warm colors for the bloody part of the face, which we called nose, or ears and the lips. If you want, of course, to get realistic look of your portrait, you don't go much with cold tones. Still, you can use the blue, and I will use now a little blue. You will see. You can use any colors actually. Blue, green, in the face, but that should be really light as possible. Now I'm just, you see, that rule what I mentioned, not to paint wet on wet. And see, now I'm moving in an area where is paint completely dry, like in a hair. You see that how I organize the paint is like that. The painting is consisting of small strokes, patches, and you layering and apply them everywhere. Sometimes I follow the you can see the facets, the plane, and that is one of the way you working Now I have to go much darker with the hair. Uh, and it's really calming process working in watercolor. Actually, in any painting medium is as a meditation that and that probably everybody need in that moment in situation we live now. Um, Also, it's what makes when you paint um, this way uh, in like small strokes that produce effect, really beautiful effect of that portrait, because it's like constituted of small strokes that any moment can move and go out of the paper. Just if you compare that with like when you paint oil, many artists like to smooth things. They like to make almost like sculpture, uh, um, which also look great. But I think in watercolor portraits looks more more live, more vibrant. Um, Also, if you like what I'm doing today for you, um, this opportunity is possible by Vibe Arts. If you like what I'm doing here, it will be great if you can donate anything to vibearts.ca/donate. It's very important to do that because Vibe Arts are really a special organization helping lots of community centers and offer the high quality of art teaching to everybody. Okay, just now things sometimes the watercolor really ask patient, and in some moments you need to stop, to wait that paint dry, and that's just sort of meditation. Technique was very popular in landscape. We don't have lots of artists doing in portraiture because portrait as medium it's not demand to paint well in portraiture. You also have to get likeness, and sometimes that is tricky because you can put pressure on artists because sitter or somebody who order the work can put some pressure which can influence the quality of the work, of course. I think that this will be not last too long. I like to keep fresh and immediate, and what that is which is very good, like you can actually get that quality of that that is just come just in front of you. um, so now it's almost that, and I'm trying now to maybe to make little stronger strokes to push forward and the likeness or the form. Hair can be actually also purple. Maybe that purple can go here where we have some deep shadows. It's deep shadow here. Okay, now back a little to the shirt. Now I will use a little of the white for my hair, and because I missed the white, I can go and apply thick paint. See that? And like here, just looks like, you know, like silver touches. Just I need a little to the lips to get a little more, and something to the eyes, a little here. And now final touch, that's important.